What is up, Evil Dead fans? Now, there's been discussion of an Evil Dead multiverse. I've been in many discussions on Discord, on the KOS Ghost Beaters Discord, talking about that. And people have their theories, their thoughts. And I have come to a conclusion of tying everything into different universes and tying things together. And this is going to exclude the comic books and the video games. This will include the movies, including the 2013 Evil Dead movie, and also Ash versus Evil Dead. So, let's get to it. Alright guys, just a little disclaimer before I go over all this shit back here. When I mention the original script, I am mentioning the original Evil Dead 2 script. And I did fuck up a little bit. I said Henrietta was dismembered. We know she wasn't. She was just buried in the cellar. So when I say that, I fucked up. I'm sorry. So when I come to that part, they'll be like, hey, she wasn't dismembered. You don't know what you're talking about. But that's, yeah, I fuck up a little bit and I say that on accident. Sorry about that. Just a little disclaimer right now. Let's get to it. All right, before I get started, I want to tell you guys one thing. I've had a really bad fucking day, and I will be drinking beer while I'm doing this. If you're underage, don't drink beer. It's not good for you. Blah, blah, blah. That horse shit. Anywho, what is a multiverse? A multiverse is people that are the same. Say there's two Ashes, two different universes. So let's get started. And this isn't product placement. I'm just shitty fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, let's go to universe number 1. Universe 1 is called... Son of a bitch. Hold on. Put some tape up here. Like I said, it's been a great fucking day. Okay. Let's fix that. Universe 1. Right here. Is the Evil Dead universe. Why is that called the Evil Dead universe? Because this is the most Evil Dead of Evil Dead universes. This universe consists of the original, I'll say Evil Dead 1, so you guys can kind of keep on track. Evil Dead 1. Now, what do we know about Evil Dead 1? Well, we know Scotty, who's a dick, rented a cabin, which, if you've watched one of my last videos, have really proved that Professor Noby survived Evil Dead 1. So, we know, got Ash and friends. Ash and friends, right? Oh, it sounds so beautiful. Anywho, Ash and friends. They go to a cabin. They rent the cabin from Professor Noby. He lived. And in this universe, Ash is dead. He dies at the end of this universe. Universe 1, Ash actually dies at the end. The original way it was written. Now, let's go a little further. Now, 2013, Evil Dead. I can't fucking write today. What do we know from that universe? Well, let's go over some facts. We know Mia is on Ash's car. It's still there. So, Ash is dead. The car's still there. When it comes to the guy with the daughter at the beginning, could be Professor Noby. We really don't fucking know. If you want to know about the Professor Noby living shit, just go to Who Owned the Cabin video that I did like 2 videos ago. Ash's car is still there. It could have been sold. The cabin could have been sold. New work shed put in place. Blah, 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 blah. That kind of shit. Why is the book different? Could have been refaced. You saw those weirdos at the beginning of the 2013 Evil Dead movie. Ash's car is still there. And I had another one, man. I'm losing my fucking mind today. It's been crazy. Ash's car is still there. And Christopher Hamilton, this is where I'm going. Mr. Hamilton. I can't spell your name today. Whatever. Hampton. I'll say Hampton. It's Hamilton. Anywho, he made a point saying the best way to tie the original Evil Dead with the 2013 together is just those two work together. And it actually was solidified by the director, writer, Mr. Fede. Yeah, Fede Alvarez said, yes, it is a continuation. I can't spell. Continuation. Continue. Whatever. Anywho, so that is one universe. It's the original Evil Dead with the 2013 Evil Dead. Ash dies, cabin, blah, 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 blah. That's one universe. Let's go to Universe 2. Universe 2 excludes the original Evil Dead. It goes straight to Evil Dead 2, and we're going to call this the Evil Dead 2 universe. Evil Dead 2 universe. Why can't I fucking spell today? Whatever. Evil Dead 2 universe, we'll call it that. So we got Evil Dead 2. Why does it exclude Evil Dead 1? Because Ash is going to a cabin. He's basically breaking and entering in this old abandoned cabin is what he's doing. So Ash is alive. This is the one where Ash becomes Ash. Chainsaw wielding, shotgun shooting dude. What's the next step in that? Army of Darkness. AOD. Now, I'm talking about the theatrical release, not the original release. We'll go over that later. And we know Professor Nobi in this one is dead. Professor Nobi, dead. So these two can't work together. These are completely different universes, different Ashes. Ash lives in Army of Darkness, or through Army of Darkness, goes back and still works at S-Mart, and in his mind, he is king. He's not king. And with this universe right here, this specific one, he has fulfilled the prophecy. It's done. Universe 2. All right, here's where it's going to get fucking tricky, folks. Universe 3, we're going to call that the Ash Hero Universe. Here's where it gets funky. Now, what this is based off of is Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now, here's where it gets tricky because we have components in Ash vs. Evil Dead that's from Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. 2013 one, that's done, that's over. That's strictly that universe, no other universe but that. Let me see if the camera's still fucking running here. Oh yeah, we're good. All right, anywho. Let's get back into the universe here. Anyways, we got Ash vs. Evil Dead. Things that we know. Season 1 through Season 2, they talk about his sister and friends. They bring that up. They also bring up going back in time. In time and space. Just those two things alone has to include the original Evil Dead and Army of Darkness, right? But these are two completely different universes. What this universe is, it's Evil Dead 1, it's Evil Dead 2, it's Army of Darkness, and Ash vs. Evil Dead. Why? Because this specific universe goes with the original. This is the tire. And if you're not an Evil Dead connoisseur and you really don't look at behind the scenes of what was done and what they could not do, this involves the Evil Dead 2 original script. What was the original script? Well, if you don't know, the original script had a recap of Evil Dead 1. Had a recap. Had Scotty and Linda and all that stuff. They couldn't use that because they didn't have the license for Evil Dead 1. That was gone. They didn't have that. That's what happens with movies. That was gone. So, this universe, the Ash Hero universe, goes with all of them. But it has to go with the original Evil Dead script to make sense. It's not what you see on screen, it's what you know. This is the ultimate universe. This is the hero Ash, and still needs to fulfill the prophecy. Still. So this one's Ash vs. Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. But it goes with the original Evil Dead 2 script. And if you don't know what it is, you've never read it, it's online, you can find it, just look it up. It's actually a nice read. All right, so we got the three main universes. This is where Ash dies. This is where Ash just ends up at the end of Army of Darkness that we know. That was the US release. This is everything, but it goes with the original script. Now, there's also a fourth universe. Universe 4, number 4, which is this one, but it's the alternate, what's called now alternate ending, in which Ash sleeps too long. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It's the original ending that Sam Raimi had, but it was too dark, so that they wanted to get rid of it and change the ending, which they did for Army of Darkness. That's Universe 4, where he sleeps too long, right there. So dead, alive, works death smart, blah, blah, blah. This is all of them. He's still alive, wakes up, post-apocalyptic future, you know, at the end of season 3, spoiler alert, whatever. This one right here, sleeps too long, ends up in a post-apocalyptic future. Now, I know I'm giving a lot of spoilers away, but these, fuck, it's been out forever. Come on, guys, if you ain't seen it by now, really? Let's go a little, this is where we're going down the rabbit hole. Okay. In Ash vs. Evil Dead, AVED, Season 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Marvel's way of changing, going back in time. If you remember Endgame, you know, Avengers Endgame, same concept. When they go back in time, Season 2, to the cabin to bring Pablo back and all that fine shit, they're in that universe, right? It's this universe. They created an arc, which is this, because of this. Henrietta and Nobi. Now, and I could show clips of this and prove my point, but you guys gotta, you know, this gives you a reason to rewatch it. If you remember on Evil Dead 2, Professor Nobi, the second part of the recording, he says, it's only been a few hours since I've read from the Book of the Dead. Henrietta is now dead. And they dismembered her and buried her. But, Season 2, Ash vs. Evil Dead, some time has lapsed. Why did time lapse? Because Professor Nobi went and got a student the next fucking day to see if he could get the Deadite demon possession out of Henrietta into her, which contradicts what was said on the recorder on Evil Dead 2. So what they did when they went back in time, they went to an alternate back in time timeline. Okay, let's keep going down the rabbit hole. Just stick around. Now, why did that happen? Why is this true? Because, let's go over here. Pablo, alive, coming back alive, was the only thing that changed. Season 3. We're going to Season 3. He's married. Ash is married. And if you look at the time lapse when he remembers, he's still missing his hand. And Brandy's mom, Candy Bar, says, I'll swallow your soul. She mentions the cabin. She talks about Evil Dead 2. Which means they went in Ash vs. Evil Dead to a completely different timeline. Nothing changed. We all know it's actually just shitty writing and changes. But anyways, this is just trying to make shit make sense. They actually went to a different timeline. It could have been this one because this happens. Maybe. Could have gone to this one. Maybe change that. Could have gone to that one. Maybe change that. Or they just made in a different arc over here. So it contradicts, the main thing, it contradicts Evil Dead 2 completely. So they definitely went to a different timeline. Time and space. Now, another thing, and this is just speculation. You could say, well, at the end, the evil's gone. It's gone. Well, they went through time and space. What happens when you go through time and space? If you watch Evil Dead 2, when you do that spell, the evil gets sucked in. Which means, when they went back and I said I didn't read from the book yet, that could have been the evil following them through time and space, since they do have the book and it has a hunger for the book. So he actually took, when they went back in time, they took the evil into that alternate universe, stopped it there, and they went back to the right timeline, and that's why it was gone. There it is. So, to recap, Universe 1, the Evil Dead one. You got the original Evil Dead in the 2013 remake. This one, you have Evil Dead 2 with Army of Darkness. Filth of Prophecy works at S-Mart, all that horseshit. You can say, well, in this one, he doesn't work at S-Mart. You got to remember, in the mid-2000s, a lot of companies were being bought out, which means S-Mart could become where he works at now. Change the name, change the company. So this one is the ultimate one with the original. It has to follow with the original Evil Dead 2 script. So this is the ultimate Ash becoming a hero, the prophesized king universe. Universe 3. Universe 4 is it's Evil Dead 2 with Army of Darkness with the alternate ending where he sleeps too long. But when they went back in time here, they went to a separate timeline which contradicts, this whole thing contradicts Evil Dead 2. So they went to a completely different timeline, and if you remember, when he comes back, nothing has changed except for Pablo being alive. There you go. That's a lot of shit to take in, right? But there it is. It's all here. Good grief. So there we go. There's a multiverse. Now you can go further with the video games and the comic books, what the fuck ever. You can do all that fun stuff, but there it is. There's the movies and the TV series. So the TV series works with the original Evil Dead 2 script. And like I said, the Evil Dead 2 script is online. You can read it. You can find it. Just look it up on Google. It's a recap of the original Evil Dead. They just didn't have the rights. They had to change things around. And, oh, and another thing with this universe. This universe here. Nobi's dead. Okay, so he's alive here, dead here. But since this has all parts, we know Nobi died. It's going with the Nobi died thing. Since we don't know for certain if Nobi lived, it kind of points in that direction that he did from Evil Dead 1. But with the Evil Dead 2 included in here, this Nobi is dead. So, there you go. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, let me know. Like I said, it's a bad fucking day. Oh, little note thing. Little note here, a little something funny. It's not really funny, but somebody asked me the other day, they're like, man, you know, they're like scatting and shit, you know, that stupid scat shit? They're like, yeah, I like this one scat guy. I'm like, you know who's the top scat artist band of all time? And they're like, who? I was like, Hanson. I'm like, no fucking way. That one song, Bop, with that shitty fucking scatting in there, was #1 on the charts than any other scatting fucking band. I'd say Jack Black's probably the best around scatting, but Hanson, they won that shit. I don't know why. They just did. It's Hanson. Fuck it. But yeah, there you go. And if I went too fast for you, slow it down and check it over. But yeah, the next video is going to be pretty neat. I'm going to take you out in the field and we're going to test how much of a badass Ash is by using the Army of Darkness boomstick. And I will show you how it fires, what kind of hand strength you have to shoot it one-handed, all that fun shit. So that's going to be nice and fun. And that's it. Until next time, you guys stay groovy.